Hello! Today, I am here at the Universal Orlando Resort because tonight is Universal Orlando's annual Passholder night, August 26th, and I'm kind of excited. This is my first event, nighttime event, Passholder related event. I don't know really what to expect. I don't think there is a lot of unique stuff going on. It's nothing like Halloween Horror Nights or Mickey's Not So Scary or anything like that. There's no special offerings other than, you know, Passholder discounts, Passholder specific foods and stuff like that. However, low crowds. There is anticipated to be low crowds because this is a lower capacity event. You have to have a reservation to get in, so let's go. I gotta check in. It's still a little bit early. The party hasn't started yet. It is currently about 4 o'clock. So checking in started about noon earlier today. But we're gonna go check in, maybe hop over to Universal Studios because some of the final preparations for Horror Nights are going up. But also, I need to eat something. So might as well get something to eat. Maybe go to the Minion Cafe, get some of those Minion Tots that everybody's talking about. Enough talking here in my car. It's hot out there, but let's get going. And here we are. We've made it to Universal Studios, and look at that. The main Horror Nights medallion has been added within the last couple days. You have the posters for some of the main houses. It's looking good. It's coming along. Very, very soon. Very soon. I think we're in single-digit days until Horror Night. And here at the entrance, we have the truss work with some speakers on it. Here at the gate, they'll have the opening ceremonies every night. That's where a bunch of the characters will, you know, greet the guests, the first guest coming in. They do a whole spiel speech thing, getting everybody hyped up about coming to Horror Nights, and then they open the floodgates and everybody runs in to get their first scares and, you know, hurries off to their first house. All right, we made it through the entrance. There was quite a line, but here we have, right when we come in, the main entry point. I'm assuming somebody's gonna be standing up there. Probably a Dr. Oddfellow, whose carriage wagon of elixirs is back here. Pretty cool setup. There's a little stage. There's a lot of more props in there than there was last time I came. I actually think it was covered up last time I came still, but it is now open, and right in there, there's something covered up. That usually means there's a body. Something too gory for normal day guests. VillainCon Minion Mayhem is actually a 60-minute wait. That's the longest I've seen it since it has opened. And when I wrote it after it opened, the time for the wait was actually correct. So it looks like it's no longer a shorter wait than they estimate. So prepare to wait the full 60 minutes. I just mobile ordered from the Minion Cafe pickup window. Need to just wait for my pickup time. So let's go take a little look around and see what's going on. Since I was last here, they now have the actual house portals set up. We have one right there in front of Jimmy Fallon, and then we have two more down here at the end of the New York street. I'm gonna take a right here into the Music Fest 69. I forgot what this is called. There are now, look at that, bodies. Gory, bloody bodies on the stage there. Yep, if you look right there, there's a hand sitting right there. So there's definitely a body under that tarp. A lot of the scare zones, they have these metal barrels. They're nice decoration, but also they're great for scare actors to come and bang on to scare you. So it looks like just a little bit more set dressing has been added here with this banner. This is a bus full of, I guess, hippies that came to the music festival. Blues Brothers are coming up behind me, so there might be a little bit of noise, but Universal is really awesome for the details that they add. For example, in here is a fortune teller And there's a little sign here that the fortune teller is out traveling with Dr. Oddfellow. And usually she's down there in that chair, but she's not there because she is out. Universal actually released a trailer, a teaser for Horror Nights, and I believe it was based on this fortune teller where, you know, some guests were at Horror Nights and they saw this door open. I love this area of Universal Studios. Love it.
Who live with the blues are not at all worried though, and neither should you be, for if you have a cell phone or a digital camera, we are going to be very happy to.
Alright, so it's time to pick up my food. Let's go get some Minion Tots, have a little bit of a snack, then head over to Islands and get the party started. So here we are, the famous Minion Tots. Now on the menu, this is like $5.49 and you get 5. So you're paying a little over $1 for each Minion Tot. So these better be good. People say they're really good, but I mean, they just look like normal tater tots. You know those smiley face tater tots you can get from the store? That's what these look like. So I'm not expecting the world from these, but they're a cute, nice little snack. I'm a basic guy when it comes to tater tots. I just like ketchup on my tater tots. I actually prefer spicy ketchup. So any of my Texans out there that have relocated and no longer live in Texas, go to your Walmart, look for the Great Value brand jalapeno ketchup. I actually think I like it better than Whataburger ketchup, but here we go. Like I thought, they're just like those smiley face fries, but they're good. The main thing about those Minion Tots is the novelty of them. Of course, they're really cute, being shaped like minions and all that, so that's the main thing you're getting here. But they actually, I might go to the grocery store tomorrow and buy some of those smiley tater tots, because those were actually really good. Nice and crispy on the outside, not too greasy. I will say that by themselves, they are $5.49. Passholder discount, I think I paid $4.60 or something like that. But the best value for those is you can add them to your meal for only $1. So being able to just add them onto a meal you're already paying for, and it's a substantially lesser price, is a great deal. They also come with the kids' meals, or some of the kids' meals, so that's also a good value. I know I've seen a lot of people coming to Minion Cafe because it is a little bit pricey. So people come and they get the kids' meals, which are great. They have like a green tomato soup with grilled cheese, like waffle grilled cheese, which looks great. If you do want to try the Minion Tots, I would probably recommend just adding them onto a meal you're already getting here at Minion Cafe. And I did eat here at Minion Cafe already. I don't know if I included that into a video, but I ate here and I had the rotisserie chicken, which was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty good, but it was a little pricey. It was like $16 for the meal itself, but it didn't come with the drink. So I was going to get the meal, a drink, and a dessert, but it ended up coming out to like almost $30. So I scratched the dessert and just had a drink and the chicken, and it was good. I wouldn't say it was $16 worth of rotisserie chicken, but it was still pretty good. It's a nice quick service place that has decent food here in Universal, which is great. So it didn't go too far into Universal Studios. Trust me, there's a lot more stuff added for Horror Nights, but we're gonna head out and go to Islands of Adventure. So as I'm approaching Islands of Adventure here, I did just pass a line that I believe is for standby for the Passholder event. Universal never officially announced that there would be a standby line for this event tonight, but it looks like one is forming. Hopefully some of those guests will be able to get in, but there's no guarantee unless they do actually have a reservation for tonight, which I have. So I am all checked in for the event, and it should be a good time. There's still about 2 hours left for day guests here, so just gonna take a walk around the park, maybe look at the list of what offerings are available for tonight so I can see exactly what I'm gonna get into.
2 hours later.
It is time. The park is officially closed to regular guests. Only pass holders allowed here now. People are still in lines at rides. Velocicoaster and Hagrids still have like a 90-minute wait each. So they're gonna cycle through all those day guests and tell them to leave. So I'm still gonna wait a little bit in regards to riding any rides, because those are the two rides that I really wanna ride. Velocicoaster and Hagrids. I'm sure most of the other pass holders are gonna wanna ride those too. So those will have the longest waits, but they shouldn't be as long as normal days. But I've just been hanging back here in the old Sinbad Theater entrance area. This is the facade of Sinbad Theater. It's beautiful back here. Not being used for anything. Nobody ever comes back here. It's a great spot. So if you know where it is, come hang out back here. It's a nice spot. It's time to get started on checking out the pass holder stuff. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes before I go back out there, let people start filtering out. But I want to check out the All Hallows Eve store, which has been transformed into an Oddfellows kind of store for Halloween Horror Nights. And then I also need to go over to Toon Lagoon to check out the Pass Holder Lounge to see if there's any different merchandise being offered just for tonight. But other than that, we're gonna ride some rides with low waits. Well, it actually looks like the All Hallows Eve store is closed for the event. You can see here on the outside a little bit of Oddfellow theming. Have to go in there another day. I will say, walking around the park just a little bit, there's still a lot of day guests walking around, which isn't a big deal, like if they're in the pathways and stuff. But there were still a lot of people in line at Velocicoaster and Hagrids from the day guests. So I really think Universal should have probably closed the park at 6 o'clock rather than 7 o'clock to allow, you know, more time for that changeover. Because as it is currently, there's really no benefit from being at the party this early, because Hagrids is still a 90-minute wait. Velocicoaster is still a 90-minute wait. I mean, even Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat was still a 30-minute wait. So I just think Universal probably could have closed the park an hour early to allow that changeover, but it is what it is. We still have like 3.5 hours, so we'll try to get done what we can. I want to ride Hagrids and Velocicoaster at least a couple times each, but we'll see. I did walk past the annual pass holder lounge in Toon Lagoon, and there was a huge line outside of that store. And I think it's only because of the annual pass holder freestyle cup that they're giving away, because all the other merchandise in there look like it's the same annual pass holder merchandise that's going to be there for all of September. So I don't really know what that long line was for, probably for the freestyle cup. But anyway, so I won't be stopping in there. Same merchandise that I showed off in a previous video, so I'll link that in the description of this video. But I'm gonna let the sun set a little bit more, hang out, let the air cool off, and then we will try to see if maybe the rides get a shorter wait. Having the ride waits so long gives us a chance to walk around again as it's getting darker, and it looks like they are setting up some decorations here. In the Lost Continent, they have these blow up lights, as well as this is going to be a DJ, which is kind of cool. And they did stop seating people at 7 o'clock at Mythos, but it looks like there's going to be a Coke lounge with tables out here, which is pretty cool, right next to where the DJ is. Alright, so I actually decided just to get in line for Velocicoaster. It was enough of me just waiting around. It only ended up being about 30 minutes, which was really nice. The line looked a lot longer. So now, hopefully that some time has passed. Let's go check on Hagrids to see if that wait has gone down any. And then maybe do some smaller rides and just have a good time. Now that it's nice and dark, it's cooled off a lot. which is nice. So hopefully it's gonna be a good time now that it's actually dark. And I believe the event has like gone into full on effect. So let's go see what's going on over in Wizarding World. All right, so I'm gonna try to get on Hagrids here, but the line is really long. There's been multiple people that were leaving the line saying it's just not moving fast enough. So let's see. Hey, future me here. So while I was in line for Hagrids, they actually had the nighttime lights on Hogwarts. So here's just a clip of that. Well, I just did Hagrid's at night, so it's a really cool night ride, but I still don't know if it's worth that long of a wait. I ended up waiting about 90 minutes, so the party is like more than halfway done, which is kind of crazy that, you know, you could spend your entire party time just waiting for 2 rides, but all the other rides in the park have short waits, so might as well do the Forbidden Journey at only 15 minutes. And with that, I think it's time that I leave the Wizarding World and Jurassic Park. I've spent enough time back in this area. So with that, I'm gonna head to the other areas of the park because all the other rides have like 10-minute waits. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I will say that I think it's great that Universal is putting on this party, but I think that Universal needs to plan a little bit better the next time that they do this, because both parks should be open. There's way too many people trying to be back in the Wizarding World and Jurassic Park. Pretty much everybody wants to ride Hagrids and Velocicoaster, which is, I mean, that's what happens when you have 2 rides that are like the big rides of the park and everything else is kind of like take it or leave it. So this is great that Universal is doing this, but I definitely think it needs to be done differently with 2 parks next time. This Coke Zone is popping. It's pretty much the only place in the park that has like a party atmosphere, but it's pretty cool. I'm going to start making my way towards the exit. I'll go here to Seuss Landing, hop on Cat in the Hat. A crazy weird ride, but always fun. Well, that's cool. They've actually got some Who's meeting and greeting out here. That's cool. I cannot wait for Christmas time here in Seuss Landing, Grinchmas. I think that's what I'm most excited about coming in Universal that I haven't experienced yet is Grinchmas. That'll be a lot of fun. Here we go, Cat in the Hat with a little hashtag on the hat there. Let's go and do it. Get terrified by Thing 1 and Thing 2, huh? This is more like it, a walk-on.
Oh, so tasty.
Oh, they're not working. Come on.
I always pick up my playthings, and so I will show you another.
What a strange ride that Cat in the Hat is. It's a shame though, a lot of the features weren't working on it. One of the best parts of that is when Thing 1 and Thing 2 come running out, and they weren't doing that, so That's a bit of a bummer, but oh well. I think I'm going to end things here over at Hulk and then head home. Change of plans. We're actually going to go on Spider-Man. I haven't done this in a while. This is a great ride. Let's go ahead and do it.
Well, Gordon, I'm just glad Spider-Man's on our side, especially tonight.
You said it, Cynthia, because tonight's the Sinister City.
What a great ride. I love that ride. Disney is really missing out not having a Marvel ride of that caliber for Spider-Man. I mean, Guardians is great, but they need to have a Spider-Man ride that matches up with that. But anyways, I am going to go back to Toon Lagoon, see if the Passholder Lounge is any better than it was before, and then we'll make our way out. There was still a really long line over at that Passholder Lounge, so I took a closer look on the inside, and whoa, big roach crawling on the ground. Same merchandise, so I'm not even going to bother going in there since I already know what it is. So that is going to do it for me. Thank you for joining me here as I came to check out my very first Passholder event at Universal. It was okay. I definitely think Universal can improve, but it's a good time, and it's great that they do this kind of thing for their pass holders. So thank you again for joining me. Be sure to tune in wherever I'm going next.